Hi everyone, back for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. If you can hear the chainsaw noise in the background, I apologise. It just doesn't seem to be at the moment a day where there isn't a chainsaw going all day, which is funny in the city. I think maybe it's a symptom of autumn, perhaps. Don't know. Anyway, let's just crack on anyway. So I have stitched on all these, and this is how it looks on the back. And the good thing about it is if it's sort of loosely tied, I can actually slip this on and off. But first off, I wanted to just mark out roughly where this is going to go, just so as I kind of put just something flat under it rather than a lot of ridges. So roughly like this. I don't mind if some goes under, but I just thought if I put something very decorative like this under, it would be quite difficult. Okay, so take this off and undo these. I definitely know that I wanted to put some material over these end bits just to extra secure them. But first off, I'm basically going to get my bits box and find my little scrappy things. Now I think I'd better remember that it's this way is the way I want the design, because I want this to be at the front of the box. So happy Mother's Day to everyone, just a couple of days late. But I hope all the mothers had a nice time, enjoyed themselves. So I think I'd like to pull out some things that are in a slightly similar. I put this here so we can see there's sort of reds through to yellows, which are very orangey and sunshine, which obviously these aren't, but the red in this matches. This kind of reminds me a bit of it. Definitely want some of those sorts of colours. Possibly a bit of the yellow might tie it in. Got some little browny bits. I'm finding it fascinating that I've moved to a very different palette than I usually use. Not sure how or why that happened, but it doesn't matter. Maybe it's because it's autumny. That kind of goes with the design more than that. Yes, it might just be the autumn vibe, and a lot of these I'm realising as I'm getting them out there on my little origami bag as well. These cute little ones. That might be not the right texture. Definitely want some laces. Even something like that. Oh, that's gorgeous. I've definitely got a few of these. I think maybe these came from Natalie as well. Getting good value out of these happy mails. So I had a nice Mother's Day. We all went to my brother's, and we thought we would have everyone there but Lily, because she's in Queensland, but then my middle sister was sick and her daughter was sick, so we were missing another two, but we almost had the entire lot there. Almost. Love this tea towel. Oh, a bit more. Gosh, I'm really recreating my origami bag, probably because these are the scraps that are in my tub. Maybe a bit of that. What else? Oh, I love this stuff. That might be nice to see that. Okay, so have a look at this. Now, I didn't really want to cover this. I'm thinking of putting something different here. So what I'm thinking of is some of these bits over here, just to really make sure I secure those down. See if I get that out. Like that, but then come through under here with some bits, so they'll kind of join like that, and these will come out. All right, I'm just going to start to pin a few of these things. While I'm sorting it out. So when my family gets together, we have kind of a bring your own plate, and my daughter and her partner often excel themselves on the food platter, or the cheese platter with dips and things. So they did that again, which was delicious. And my brother and his partner love making all sorts of things. So they'd made Michelle had made a galette, so she'd made a rough puff pastry, and she had made, it was pine nuts and like a sorrel type of spinach type of dish, which was really nice. So I made some yellow tomato, mushroom and mozzarella on puff pastry slices. So we had 2 puff pastry dishes. And what else? My sister, my younger sister, the middle one was the one that was sick. My younger sister had, they've got quite a extensive vegetable garden. So they had made fresh pesto from the thyme and the basil in their garden. And her husband had made a rye sourdough loaf of bread, which was delicious. Then Steve and Michelle are all about Japan. I might have mentioned that before. And so they also made matcha shortbread. So we had quite a lot, and I decided to pick up on the way, because it was Mother's Day, but however, it was also my brother's birthday next week, and he always manages to disappear to Japan for his birthday. So we thought we'd better celebrate it before he goes. He always does it every year. He does it every year. That didn't even go very smooth. Every single year. He just doesn't want a hoo-ha. But I went to one of the special shops on the way, and my sister got the flowers for my mum, and I got the cake for our brother. And I picked up a delicious mud cake, but a white chocolate mud cake with lemon filling and with strawberry. That was very nice. So I've been having a little bit of trouble with digestion lately for some reason, and all was well. I really had a lovely bit of cheesecake that my brother made. So we had quite a bit of dessert, which I don't usually have. So we had this amazing cheesecake with passion fruit on the top, and I think I overdid it because yesterday I was not well. I had the worst pains in my stomach, and there's some debate whether it's a fructose intolerance or a lactose intolerance. So I'm having a fructose intolerance test on Friday, and I'll have a lactose intolerance test on maybe a fortnight after. There's no Medicare rebate, so I'll just do one at a time. But yes, the pain was so severe, and Lily actually does have a fructose intolerance, so it did seem a little bit like what she's experienced. So that's what we're testing for, fructose. So if no one's heard about a fructose intolerance, let me tell you, it's a hidden problem, because you just think, oh, it's just fruit, but it's actually not. It's all kinds of things like onions, tomato, garlic. I think garlic's on the list. Definitely onions and tomatoes are Lily's worst nightmare. I've seemed to be all right with tomatoes, but I have been favouring the yellow tomatoes lately, so possibly it is a fructose intolerance, the yellow tomatoes being a lot less acidic. Anyway, we'll find out on Friday. Just another thing though, I'm slightly gluten intolerant, but I can have gluten, but the thing is, if it's a fructose intolerance, the gluten actually can add to that, the problem, the bloating and the IBS. So there you go. That's what's happening in my world. It's annoying. It's annoying when you're a foodie. Makes it hard. All right, so I'm just filling in all these little gaps here. And yes, the pain was so severe. I was in bed for a whole day yesterday, and I could only just have warm water. I wasn't even going to eat anything. This morning I managed a little bit of scrambled eggs. That was it. That was all I could manage. Even having a little bit of a relaxed herbal tea. I think it had a bit of mint in. Mint's not always good if your stomach's not going 100%. Yes, what a day yesterday was. Okay, so what else is news? I think we've finally got Lily's graduation day, so that's going to be in July the 12th. So I'm going to fly up to Queensland. We're just discussing, because she starts a new job, we're just discussing what is likely to happen. She starts a new job, which means less hangout time because she might be working. But as that 12th is a Friday in July, she also is going to see a concert that night. So don't know. If I go up in the morning for the actual ceremony, go up for the morning, have the ceremony, and then possibly, I'm hoping, go to see if I can convince him, get her dad to pop up for the day, and we'll surprise her with a late lunch afterwards, or surprise her with him being there because she won't expect him to turn up. And we can have a late lunch. Well, I might be able to just stay up an extra day or two if she has some time. It depends. She's very much a busy little bee these days. Let's see if this will rip. Oh, yes. But it'd be nice that she's finished her university degree. And well, for those who've been watching for a while and were following along with Lily's story, she's been able to get a job, a graduation job, part-time. So she's going to be working, not quite sure what the official title is. It's a government job of some sort, but working as an advocate for women who have to go to court with abusive partners and such. So that works for her. That's right up her alley. Actually, I'm just thinking if that's going to be there. I mean, it'll be on the back, so we won't really see it, but I might as well take it right to the end and just do it as one long strip along there. Yes, so anyway, Lily's going to be doing that as 3 days a week, part-time so they always do this with those jobs. It's a 3-month contract, and with the hope that she'll stay on or go full-time after, making sure it's okay. I don't know how she's going to go because she loves her freedom, and she's always booking concerts to go and watch around the country, and which will require her to have days off, which doesn't work very well when you sign a contract for a job. So I don't know what she's going to be doing. It's always like that. All right, there's that's all good. Okay, I think I don't know. Do I want something under, or do I just want this to be? Yeah, I think I'll just cover edges. So this one. I tell you what, it's always very nice to see all my family. My mum is getting on, as a lot of us older ladies have got parents that are getting on a bit. So we worked out in July, her birthday is a week before mine. She turns 65, we think. And she's got more frail over the last few years. So it's a big drive. We try to go to her, but just sometimes the logistics of it, it was my brother's birthday as well. So he usually has us over for Easter, but they were sick, or they'd had someone close have COVID. So they had not done too much about that. We cancelled Easter. So yeah, and their house is in Carlton. No, the old house was in Carlton. The new house is in Fitzroy North. And it's just a lovely hidden little back street that no one knows about, so it's easy to park. Oh, I tell you, I just love it there. I do, I love it there, but it's so expensive, and their little house is just gorgeous and beautifully renovated. And the previous owner had done a lot of renovations, and they had actually poured a full concrete floor and put heated floors in. Oh, I just said, I'm taking my shoes off so I can just enjoy this heated flooring. And it was divine, really lovely. Beautiful. Nothing like your socks on a heated floor. Okay, I decided not to cut these little squares down because I like them like that as they are. So that's the news. It's funny how when you go away like we did to Tassie and how you come back and it's sort of like, that feels like weeks and weeks and weeks ago when it was only kind of last week or 2 weeks. I don't even know now. Don't even know how long ago that was. I'm just having fun putting these bits down. Maybe something a bit wider. That's not wide enough. Okay, let's see if this is longer. That's going to go over those. And I need something for along here. This one's very frayy. That'll be covered. And let's just cut along that edge. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. Oh. Very glad the chainsaw was only for a short time. That's good. Okay, I need some bits for along here. Just really milking that last bit of that beautiful pillowcase for all it's worth. I love it. I love it so much. That edge is just gorgeous. No, a bit of colour. And what I want to do is the same as the other end, put some things underneath. There we go, just one last bit, a little bit of this nice hemp or something. So yes, I have got 2 trips to look forward to coming up, which is exciting. Oh, I'm so excited to pop up to Green Door Studios again. That is going to be marvellous. When I pop up there to do the 3rd day of the Boro class, I'm making a little bag out of borrowed material. Is that how you would pronounce it? Stitched Japanese dyed blue dyed, indigo dyed material with cantha stitch. A bit confusing, isn't it? Okay, I think that I might... Okay, so I'm probably going to cantha stitch this. And maybe I'll do that and then come back. I'll get it started. I had a needle ready. Here it is. If I get it started and then come back to do some embellishing. Just deciding which way I'm going to be going though. Let me come up. So I'm going to come up through the inside, so my knot is in there. I think I am noticing that I've done a lot of my stripes this way. Most of them except for this one. So I'm thinking it's going to look better if I come across this way in terms of making it more of a pattern. And I just got a long needle so I can do a few stitches, but I'm on the edge here. Because I'm on the edge here, it's just a little bit harder to get through the layers. But I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do all the way along. Maybe I'll make them a bit smaller. I started a bit large. So I'll come back. I'm going to pull this out and start again so as they're a bit smaller. But I'm going to go all the way across and backwards and forwards in each panel. Like so. Although we have got an extra week, haven't we? And I'm really behind. So maybe I want to upload this as it is now and put up another one on Saturday or something. Maybe I'll do that because I am behind. All right, I'm going to do that. I'll come back. I've given you a chatty day. I'll come back with this cantha stitch for the next episode, and I will put the embellishments over the top. And hope you enjoyed my chatty day. I don't have one very often these days, but there you go. You got one today. All right. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.